Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. What? Let's get to the news. Wayne Rooney has never been one to shy away from bold statements, and once again the English football icon has made headlines, this time north of the border. In a move that stunned many but intrigued even more, Rooney has openly declared his interest in managing Rangers Football Club. Yes, you heard that right. The former Manchester United and England striker has sent a clear and direct message to the Ibrox board. He wants the job. After a turbulent spell at Birmingham City, which ended in disappointment and criticism, many expected Rooney to lie low for a while, maybe even step away from coaching altogether. But instead, he's chosen to step forward, and not just anywhere. He wants to lead one of the most iconic clubs in Scotland. Rooney's statement has sparked immediate debate among pundits, fans, and journalists alike, with some calling it a publicity stunt and others viewing it as a genuine act of ambition. Now, let's be clear, Rooney isn't coming in blind. He knows what Rangers represents. He understands the weight of the badge, the expectation of silverware, and the relentless pressure that comes with trying to outpace Celtic in one of football's fiercest rivalries. His words weren't empty bravado. In fact, his tone was almost humble but determined. He acknowledged the scale of the challenge. I know what that job means. I know the expectations, and I'd be honored, he reportedly told close sources. It's a far cry from his defiant tone during his MLS days, or the high-pressure weeks at Derby County. This was Rooney positioning himself not as a celebrity manager, but as someone who sees Rangers as a footballing institution that deserves respect, vision, and leadership. He's not coming to play around. He's coming if given the chance to compete and to win. Of course, there's the question of experience. Rooney's managerial resume is, by all standards, still in its early chapters. He had that impressive stint at Derby County, where he earned praise for working under severe financial restrictions and motivating a group that had every excuse to quit. But his tenure at Birmingham, that's the one everyone's pointing to. It was frankly a disaster. Results didn't come, the squad looked disconnected, and the style of play lacked identity. Rooney himself admitted that things didn't go to plan, and he paid the price with his job. But football has a short memory, especially when you're a name like Rooney. And that name, despite recent stumbles, still carries weight in dressing rooms and boardrooms. What matters now is not what he's done in the past, but what he's learned and how he intends to apply it at Ibrox should the opportunity arise. From a Rangers perspective, it's a fascinating proposition. The club is in a transitional moment, once again trying to bridge the gap with Celtic and restore dominance. Philippe Clement has steadied the ship since taking over, but results in Europe and key domestic clashes still raise questions about whether Rangers are truly evolving or merely treading water. Bringing in a figure like Rooney could electrify the narrative. It's risky, no doubt, but it also injects fresh energy, bold personality, and the kind of media attention that could work in the club's favor if handled correctly. Rooney wouldn't just be a manager, he'd be a headline, a lightning rod. And in a city like Glasgow, where football is religion, maybe that's exactly what's needed to spark a new chapter. Let's not forget the pull that Rangers still holds. This isn't just any job. This is a chance to lead a historic institution with a passionate fan base, a fierce identity, and a burning desire to reclaim the top of Scottish football. Rooney, for all his Premier League pedigree, has never hidden his fascination with the big atmospheres and classic rivalries. Old Firm derbies, European nights at Ibrox, and the expectation to win week in, week out. That's a kind of pressure he knows all too well from his playing days. Now, there's a romanticism to it too. An English legend stepping into the heart of Scottish football to try and restore Rangers to former glories. You can already imagine the documentaries, the press conferences, the drama. But this isn't Hollywood. It's Glasgow. And here results speak louder than reputations. Interestingly, fans are divided. Some see Rooney as a high-profile gamble, a name without the managerial chops to handle such a demanding role. Others see him as exactly the kind of bold, defiant figure Rangers need. A manager who won't be intimidated by Celtic, who won't bow to pressure, and who will bring a winning mentality forged in the crucible of Old Trafford. Social media has been ablaze since the news broke, with supporters, former players, and even rival fans weighing in. For every he's not ready, there's a give him the keys. For every critic citing Birmingham, there's a fan remembering Derby. And in truth, that duality might be what makes this story so compelling. Rooney, even in retirement, continues to divide opinion, but never fails to get people talking. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. One thing is certain, Rooney's name alone brings a different kind of spotlight. If he were to take over at Rangers, you could expect international eyes to turn toward Ibrox in a way they haven't in years. Sky Sports, BBC, American networks, everyone would want a piece of the story. From a commercial standpoint, it's a dream. Shirt sales, media exposure, branding opportunities. Rooney at Rangers is marketable in a way that few managerial appointments ever are in Scotland. But the flip side is obvious. Scrutiny, every tactical choice, every post-match interview, every substitution would be magnified. There'd be no hiding behind inexperience. The microscope would be permanent. And Rooney, to his credit, doesn't seem to be shying away from that. If anything, he seems to crave it. But is it realistic? That's the big question now. Does the Rangers board see Rooney as a viable successor if Clement were to leave or be moved on? Or is this just noise? Another headline in the never-ending carousel of football rumors at the moment. There's no official word from the club. No denial, but also no confirmation. Just silence. And in football, silence can be very telling. Behind the scenes, agents talk, CVs get passed around, and decisions are made over late-night calls. Rooney's public expression of interest might be strategic. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe there have been whispers, or maybe he's just throwing his name in the ring, knowing full well that at Rangers, opportunity and crisis often walk hand in hand. Rooney's next move will be crucial, not just for his career, but for his credibility. He's not a young prospect anymore. He's a man trying to build a second act in football, and the clock is ticking. Rangers would be a bold move, maybe even reckless, but it would also be brave. And sometimes football rewards bravery. Sometimes the gamble pays off. Rooney at Ibrox. It might sound like fantasy to some, but so did Gerrard when he first arrived. And look what that sparked. Passion, energy, ambition. Maybe that's what's needed again. Maybe the next Rangers revolution starts not in Glasgow, but in the words of an Englishman who refuses to be forgotten. The question now is, will Rangers answer? Until the club speaks, speculation will continue to swirl. Pundits will debate, fans will dream or panic, and the press will chase every rumor with the hunger of a transfer window. But one thing is crystal clear. Wayne Rooney has made his intentions known. He wants the job. He wants the responsibility. He wants the challenge. And whether he gets it or not, this move has already reignited the conversation about what Rangers need, what they represent, and where they go next. In football, timing is everything. And for Wayne Rooney, this might just be the right club at the right moment. All that remains now is for Rangers to decide whether he's the right man. Greetings, fans! Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.